Politico correspondent claims prominent conservatives are sharing disinformation about the Paul Pelosi assault, calling out, quote, baseless claims like a third person answering the door when police arrived. The problem is, just 2 days prior, the same publication reported that police said, quote, someone, they didn't specify who, opened from the inside. Beverly Hallberg is the president of a district media group and a fellow at Independent Women's Forum, and she joins us now. Beverly, you deserve a much better introduction than the one I just gave you. But about this Politico reporting, what do you make of it?
Well, I think it's interesting that they talk about conspiracy theories when they seem to be the creators of the conspiracy theory on this, and also Meet the Press that also incorrectly reported on Friday that there was this third unnamed person who opened the door. And look, there is a place for inaccurate reporting. As breaking news happens, you have to correct that as that takes place. But from the beginning, there has been a concerted effort by many media outlets to paint the GOP as the bad actor in this, saying, first of all, that because of their rhetoric, that's why this attack happened. We now know a lot more about this attacker, including that he may be mentally ill. Now they've changed to it's the GOP that's creating these conspiracy theories, even though it's actually Politico themselves that reported this inaccurately on Friday. So I think this is a big reason why people don't trust the media. All you have to do is their inaccurate, inconsistent reporting to see that they have an agenda and not necessarily want to get to truth.
Speaking of the media, The View celebrated Halloween yesterday on the show, and some of the kids were dressed in very political Halloween costumes. Watch this.
I almost classified documents, the top secret documents. What did he do? He flushed them down the toilet. So we have Trump as a toilet with our FBI agents.
What do you think about this?
Why do adults have to ruin all the fun? I doubt any one of those kids woke up that morning and said, you know what I really want to be for Halloween? I want to dress up as a toilet. Or you even had a child that was on stage dressed up as an Oscar with a red handprint on their face depicting the slap by Will Smith. I don't think this is what kids really want for Halloween, and this points to the problem that adults have, which is making everything about politics. Leave kids alone. Let them have their fun. I think we need something in life that isn't about politics.
Yeah, the kids were adorable. The costumes were very unique. I like the days of police officers, firefighters, princesses, but that's just me. There's also this. An article in The Atlantic is suggesting we declare a pandemic amnesty, saying, quote, we need to forgive one another for what we did and said when we were in the dark about COVID. So she's also talking about school lockdowns. We just need to forgive and sort of forget because we were working on information that we didn't really have. So a lot of schools were shut down. What do you think about this? Should there be a pandemic amnesty?
Carly, this caused a lot of outrage on Twitter, and I think rightly so. There is a place for forgiveness, but this is skipping a very important step, and that is acknowledgement of what actually took place. People's civil liberties were violated. People went through horrific things such as not being able to say goodbye to loved ones in the hospitals, learning loss of kids. You had people lost their jobs because they weren't vaccinated. And I think people are rightly pointing out that, look, we need to make sure that we actually have an accounting of what took place so that this never happens again. So this is skipping many important steps. And the people who want to skip these steps are the same people who condemned all of us for asking questions, reasonable questions about masking and mandates, as well as many other things related to COVID.
Yeah, you bring up such a great point. If we're going to do pandemic amnesty, maybe we should start with the first responders and the military members who lost their jobs because they didn't want to get vaccinated and give them their jobs back. Beverly Hallberg, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.